Lady Vivian Pruitt, and welcome to Let's Talk. So, let's continue talking about Jacob. He arrives in Bethel. Him and his family arrive in Bethel. And then some time elapses, and we find out that they're moving from Bethel. And on the way, while they're moving to the next location, something tragic happens. He loses his favored wife, Rachel. Rachel ends up dying in childbirth in Bethlehem, of all places, when she is giving birth to her last son, which is Benjamin. So here, Jacob, of course, is devastated because he loses his favorite wife, and he has now this young child who is full brother to Joseph. Another thing that happens in this area is that Reuben, continuing Jacob's woes, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn son, sleeps with his one of Jacob's wives, or some may say concubine, but it's a wife. And unfortunately, Reuben ends up forfeiting his status as a firstborn. I'm sure this is something that Jacob never forgot. It was very serious. And even though it doesn't mention how Jacob reacted, but I'm sure it's something that he never forgot. And it made me think about us. Sometimes we make some poor decisions, but some decisions that we make in our lives tend to not just affect us, but it affects us for the rest of our lives. So it's so important that when we are making decisions, we really stop and take a moment to find out, how is this going to affect me in the long run? How is this going to affect me in, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? How will this affect my children? Which is something that we don't tend to think about when we're in the moment and we're getting ready to do something. But it's so important for us to stop and think about that, because this is now something that Jacob and Reuben had to live with for the rest of our lives. So anyway, they continue on the journey and they make it to where Isaac is actually living. And now here Jacob and Esau are living together until Isaac's death, and the two brothers bury their dad together, and they're now living together. But unfortunately, their households cannot support each other, and their brothers have to separate again. So stay tuned till next week as we continue the story, where the narrative is actually going to shift now to Joseph. So stay tuned next week for Let's Talk. God bless.